Please bear with this video. It's going to be extraordinarily detailed. I'm going to show you a lot of information in this video, so it's going to be a little bit longer than normal, but it's going to be worth it. There's a gentleman that I need to introduce you to, and that would be this gentleman. His on TikTok is wolf.america3. The username that he likes to use on that particular app is American flag emoji, cross emoji, MAGA, American flag emoji, America, cross emoji, American flag emoji. Now, I bring up the emojis specifically because you're going to want to keep those cross emojis in the back of your head when we talk about this Christian. This is the gentleman we're talking about. I'm not even going to lie to you. Good looking guy, right? Long flowing hair, gray beard. I mean, he's pulling it off. I don't get into skinny jeans or leggings or I don't know, are those jeggings? It's not my jam, but you're pulling it off. I mean, you've got the skinny jeans, gym shoe, winter coat, scarf, hipster combo. It works for you, seriously. I'm just showing you these pictures so you have an idea of who we're about ready to talk about. I bring up this picture with the motorcycle specifically because that's going to come into play too. Now, why do I show you all of this? Why do I introduce you to this gentleman? Because this gentleman sent me a message, and he had some things to say. And that message reads as follows. I suggest you shut your fucking mouth, you fat piece of shit, go against your country. See, I know who you are. I know because I don't hide my name. I'm in your town, and it's not that hard for me to grab a stick in the fucking trunk of a car and take you to our clubhouse and do things you wouldn't do to a farm fucking animal, you pig, you piece of shit. So, like I said, he had a lot to say. I'm wondering if English is not your first language or if maybe you had a couple too many last night because you're having a hard time forming a full sentence here. You say here that you would take me to your clubhouse, indicating that you are portraying yourself to be some kind of a biker, that you're part of a motorcycle club. We'll see if people believe that by the end of this video. You say you're in my town. Well, why don't you swing on by? I don't want to know what you do to farm animals, but my guess as to why you don't swing on by is because I don't live in Miami Beach. Leopold Bolsterary Cohen, Chief Executive Officer at Castle Rock Construction Incorporated, among other things. Went to Columbia University, got a Doctor of Law, JD Real Estate Development, University of Toronto, Bachelor of Business Administration. Congratulations. Now let's take a look at who you are. First, we see here that there was a motion ex parte filed in August 2008 involving a dispute between Frank Peroni, your wife Edie, and you for contract and debt in the District Court of Palm Beach County. You can pause to read here, and here, and here. This was in the amount of $275,000. Don't worry, folks. There's a lot more of this. Stick with this. Castle Rock Construction has one-star reviews, so that's not looking too good. But here's the thing. My friend, who's extraordinarily good at this investigative research, also found that you are also the owner of a company called Wolf Restaurant Group, LLC, which owns, among some other things, Sequela Cafe in Boca Raton. While Sequela Cafe has a 3.7 rating out of 752 reviews, there are folks in the review section that are accusing you of needing to be evicted for non-payment of rent, owing your employees money, ruining what people call a regular staple in Boca Raton, which we see here. Owner Leopold Ballesteri, Wolf Cohen, has ruined a staple in Boca. He owes employees weeks of pay, vendors thousands of dollars, and being evicted from the business for non-payment of rent. Here we see another business of yours, Wolf Capital Funding LLC, is in fact being sued for the foreclosure of your property. Here we see that you were arrested for fraud for insufficient fund checks. You were passing bad checks. Here's your mugshot. Here you're being dragged into court for collection. People can pause to read here. Here your cafe is being dragged into court for labor fair standards issues. Pause to read. Pause to read. This one is interesting. It's from 2001. You can see the title, Mansions Blaze, Work of Arsonist. Let's zoom in on this one. Palm Beach. First came the threat of dead fish and bullets left on the front door, but it was gasoline sprayed inside that brought the mansion down. Fire officials have declared arson the cause of an October 26 blaze that destroyed the $3 million estate at 105 Casa Benedita, owned by Toronto businessman Leopold Ballesteri. Chemical tests on 4 samples taken from the house showed gasoline, said Lieutenant Bill Amador, the town's fire inspector. Ballesteri had been trying to sell the mansion prior to the fire. Ballesteri's attorney, David Ross, said his client had nothing to do with the blaze and suspects it's connected to threats Ballesteri received. Someone left a dead fish and bullets on his front door, which he reported to Palm Beach police, said Roth, a criminal defense lawyer. This gesture is often associated with the mafia as a warning that the recipient might sleep with the fishes, Roth said. His client also received verbal threats. A seasonal resident, Ballesteri planned a permanent move to Palm Beach, Amador said, and was on vacation when the fire started. Ballesteri, 37 then, owns the Castle Rock Shepherd Group Incorporated, a residential construction company he founded last year in Toronto, and Castle Rock Construction Limited, a contractor for commercial construction he founded in 1999, according to corporate records. Castle Rock Shepherd, with 18 employees, conducted $1.7 million in business last year, and Castle Rock Contracting, with 9 employees, did about $984,000. Ballesteri bought the house for $3 million from Sidney and Beatrice Solomon in November 2000. Yada yada yada. They took out a $1.5 million mortgage from Washington Mutual Bank. The Solomons paid $100,000 for the mansion in 1976. There's a lot going on there, man. You're writing bad checks, potentially, allegedly, not claiming you did, but potentially burning down your own $3 million house when you couldn't sell it. You're being sued for bad labor practices. It's alleged that you owe contractors and employees money. You've started and closed multiple businesses. You don't live anywhere near the Chicagoland area. You talk about going against your own country when you're originally from Canada, and you threaten my life pretending to be a biker. Tie one on last night when you sent that message? Maybe you had a little too much alcohol in the system? You're not going to do jack shit to me because you're all talk. You're about the presentation. You're nothing. There's nothing to you. Yeah, you look good in your clothes and your hair, and you can drive around pretending to be this big successful businessman, when in reality, we're just scratching the surface with what I showed you. I only have 10 minutes to do a video here. If you were going to do something to me, you would have done it. The fact that you announced it in a message tells me you're shit. You're nothing. And the only thing you'll do is drink some more alcohol and rage into your phone as the world begins to light up your review section on your restaurants and your company and flood it with calls and emails and all the other good shit that people like you deserve when you get a little bit too wasted and decide to threaten the lives of people you disagree with politically. Now sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Leopold.